School's traditional classes are always the same. The teacher is talking and talking and talking, and the students are paying attention to the teacher's explanation. But what if we try something new? For example, imagine that your teacher is in your computer or in your cell phone explaining the lessons, but you are not in class. You are at home, for example. And imagine that you come to the class to practice all the topics of the lessons with your partner in very interactive and dynamic activities with your teacher too. Introducing flipped classroom. Flip is a synonym of inverted. So the class now is inverted. The teacher is going to explain all the topics outside the classroom. Probably you are at home and the teacher is in your computer or in your mobile. And then you come to the class to practice activities, probably similar to homework. So for a flipped classroom, the process is very interesting. First, the teacher is going to prepare a video or an audio on a reading that is going to be very important for the lesson. Sometimes this material is going to be found in a YouTube video. Then the students are going to get this material, these videos, and are going to watch it and are going to practice at home, probably in the computer or in the mobile. Then, when the students come to class with the teacher is going to check, the teacher is going to verify if everything he or she made on the video is totally clear for the students. After this, the teacher is going to do some very dynamic activities for the students to practice everything they studied through the video. And finally, the teacher is going to assess. The teacher is going to check everything the students have learned and is going to check if the students have reached the goal. So let's review. Number 1, the teacher is going to plan the material, is going to design a video, or is going to use a YouTube video for the students to practice at home in their computers or mobiles. Then the teacher is going to check in class everything the students have learned out of the class. Now number 4, the teacher is going to do dynamic activities for their students to practice and consolidate their learning. And finally, the teacher is going to assess, is going to check everything the students have learned so they have reached the goal. If we contrast traditional model with flipped classroom, we're going to find some differences. For example, in the traditional model, before the class, probably nothing happens. But in flipped classrooms, the students are going to do reading activities or are going to watch a video, but this happened before the class. So the students are going to activate their learning. During the class, in the traditional model, the teacher is going to speak and is going to teach and teach, but the students are going to be very passive. In the flipped classroom, the teacher has planned activities or is going to do some quizzes, but they are going to be used to consolidate understanding. So these activities are going to be focused on the students. After the class, in a traditional model, the teacher consolidates understanding probably by assessment, doing an evaluation. In the flipped classroom, the consolidation is the second consolidation part. So the students are going to be very strong on their learning. And then the students are also going to prepare for the next class. So for our flipping class, we are going to plan a vacation trip. So before the class, students are going to access important information through audios and readings, and these audios and readings are going to include the grammar and vocabulary necessary for the class session. Then, during the class, students are going to demonstrate everything they learned at home. So, the teacher is going to plan dynamic activities, and we are going to work reading, listening, writing, and speaking skills based on our vacation trip. Then, after the class, the students are going to complement their learning by consolidating their vacation trip. So, you are going to go on vacation. This is how we are going to enjoy our experience with flipped classroom. This is going to be a really interesting journey. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time at home, or in your mobiles, or in class. Bye-bye.